Well, hello there, my single mother tribe. How are you doing? I'm Hope, your fairy single godmother, and I would like to welcome you to another episode of Jumpstart Your Week Sunday. Wait a minute, it's not Sunday. That's right, it's Jumpstart Your Week Monday. Yes, I've decided to switch things up a bit, okay? So, in this episode of Jumpstart Your Week Monday, I will be picking back up on my Power of Momentum series. Yeah, I know. Bet you thought I forgot, but I didn't. I am right here for you, and I'm here to help you get refocused and back on track, not only to inspire you and empower you and equip you with the tools that you need to start your week off successfully, but I am here to make sure that you fulfill and accomplish everything that God has given you to put on that vision board for this year, okay? So stick around, and we're going to discuss today how to measure your progress. Single Mother Tribe. Welcome to another episode of Jumpstart Your Week. Well, not another episode. This is the first episode of Jumpstart Your Week Monday. Yes, I know. I had to switch it up a bit, but before I tell you about that, if you can go ahead and click that subscribe button if you're new joining me. That way you can become a member of this great and awesome tribe of single mothers. Yes, okay? And also, don't forget to click the subscribe button. While you're doing that, click the bell as well. That way you'll be notified every time I upload videos, which will now be on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Jumpstart Your Week Monday, check-in Wednesday, and of course, self-care Saturday, okay? And I would like to personally welcome you to your new tribe. If this is your first time tuning in and clicking that subscribe button, thank you so much. And for my subscribers who've been hanging strong with me, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you. Okay, so I'm going to get into this week's video. I know that I've been away for a while. I'm here to tell you, as a single mother, life happens. And a lot of things have been happening. But like I said, I am back. And I'm here to pick back up where I left off on my Power of Momentum series. And today I'm going to be discussing with you how to measure your progress. So now, hopefully you have been moving right along and applying, the keys and the steps that I have talked to you about in my previous videos. And I know it's been a while, so you may need a refresher. I would suggest going back to my Power of Momentum videos and even my vision board videos and just refreshing yourself to get yourself refreshed. We're in the 4th month of the year, and it's so easy to get off track. It's so easy to get distracted. But like I said, I'm here today to get you back on target, to get you refocused, and to help you accomplish those things that God has given you to do for 2019. Okay. So just to kind of refresh your memory if you've forgotten. In my first video, I talked to you about the importance of devising a plan. And in that video, I actually kind of gave you some steps with that. So I'm not going to go over everything because, like I said, you can just refer back to the video to get caught up or just to get refreshed in that. But I would like to just say about that in order to begin to move in that direction of fulfilling your God-given vision and dreams that God has for you this year, that you certainly can't just go in it blindly, that you have to be prepared. And one way that you will prepare for that is devising a plan of action, which I would like to call POA, okay? So you have to add up the costs. You have to know what your starting point, you have to know what you have to work with, you have to know what you need in order to go where you're going, and to get to where you're going, rather, you have to know what you need in order to accomplish the things that God has given you to do. So that's why it's so important to devise a POA, or plan of action, as I would like to call it. Okay. So, before you even get started doing anything. That would be very important if you haven't already done so. I really hope you have, because like I said, we're in the 4th month of the year, and hopefully you've had a great start. But like I said, I'm here to get you back focused and make sure that you have a strong finish, okay? And if you have gotten off track, if you have kind of gotten stuck, that's okay. There's nothing to, you know, stress out about or be concerned about. I'm going to help you get back on track, okay? So, in my second video, I talked about overcoming obstacles, and I explained to you how even with starting Hope for Single Mothers, how I had gone through so many obstacles, and had I given into those obstacles and had I given into the circumstances, that I would not be sitting here in front of you today talking to you. Nothing that, you know, God had given me to do in regards to Hope for Single Mothers would have gotten accomplished, because I would have allowed my circumstances to overtake me and to keep me from doing what God had told me to do. Okay. So, and like I said in my second video, once again, you can refer back to that video, but I explained to you how there's going to be obstacles that's going to come your way. That anytime, you know, you make up in your mind that you want to move forward and progress, and certainly when you are walking in the will of God and doing those things that God has called you to do, when you are fulfilling your God-given purpose and destiny and going after your dreams, you can almost expect for obstacles to pop up and distractions to pop up to try to deter you and keep you from moving forward and accomplishing those things. But like I said before, you have to press and push past those things. You cannot allow those things to overwhelm you and overtake you. And one of the ways that you can do that is, you know, just being in prayer and reading your word, and just, you know, surrounding yourself in a positive environment, in a very thriving and nurturing environment that's going to nurture you and push you in the direction that you need to be going in, okay? And so, you know, adversity is just a normal part of life. And I just believe that once we realize that, or the sooner we realize that life is going to be full of adversity and obstacles and distractions, that when those things come, we won't be so thrown off guard and unprepared, but we need to prepare ourselves for those things so that when it does happen, that we can move past those things and we can press past those things, okay? So now that I've caught you up, I would like to talk to you about how to measure your progress. So when you're devising a plan of action, of course, you know, you're pretty much devising a step-by-step strategy on how to accomplish your God-given goals, dreams, or vision, or whatever God has given you to do for this year. And usually that comes through, you know, just spending quiet time with the Lord and just hearing from God, because God has wisdom and He has direction and He has strategy. There's some things that we just don't have to figure out on our own if we just spend the time in the presence of the Lord and just getting quiet enough to hear what He has to say, that He'll pretty much give us a blueprint for things. At least that's how it's worked for me. And so when you're devising a plan of action, like I said, usually it's a step-by-step type of strategy or goal. And so from time to time, depending on what your goal is or what your dream is or what the vision God has given you for this year, you need to develop a metric system. And basically putting a metric system in place is just, you know, a way for you to kind of to measure where you are in the process. You know, if you don't know where you are, you don't know how far you've come, and you certainly don't know how far you have yet to go. So developing a measuring or a metric system, I would like to say, will help you to stay on task, help you stay on target, and even help you stay focused, so that if you do happen to get distracted, if you do happen to get caught up in life and some things happen, you know, within the last several months, I've had a lot of things happen as far as health-wise. You know, my back had went out, and literally it took me about several weeks just to recover from that and get back on track. And then, you know, kids not feeling well and get sick. And, you know, just recently my daughter was in the hospital. So there's things that happen. Life happens. I understand that totally and completely. But in the midst of that, like I said, when after, you know, the water settles and you know, everything kind of winds down, It's good that if you already have a metric system in place, that you're able to, kind of pick back up where you left off, or even to be able to evaluate where you are to see if possibly there's some adjustments or some things that may need to be changed. Perfect example, Hope for Single Mothers. So you know that I started off doing my videos 3 times a week. Well, of course, like I said, a lot has happened within the course of the past several months. And unfortunately, I have not been able to tape like I really, had expected to and planned to when I first started off. So there was some time that I really just had to break from YouTube just to take care of life. And like I said, there's going to be some times in our lives as single mothers where we're going to have to kind of just break from something to attend to the other thing. And then when that time or when that thing is over, then we can get back to what we were doing. And so, and also I measure my progress with my YouTube channel and my Facebook group and all that I do pretty much on a weekly, if not a daily basis. Some things don't need to be measured on a weekly basis, but on a daily basis, but some things new certainly do need to be evaluated on a weekly basis. So one of the reasons why I decided to switch to Monday was because just looking at how busy my life is, and with me videoing on Saturday, it as much as I tried to do it, it just was not realistic and did not fit into my life dynamics for me to film on Saturday and then have to turn around and film on Sunday, or even if I film on Sunday's video on Saturday, it still just didn't work for me. So I prayed about this and I considered it for a very long time, and then I just thought, realistically speaking, and sometimes we have to be realistic. We may have high expectations or aspirations, but we also have to factor in reality as well. We cannot neglect reality when we are moving towards accomplishing our goals and dreams, because like I said, we have to factor in that life happens, okay, and give ourselves some cushion room so that when things do happen, or if something was to happen, that we're not stressed out, we're not frustrated, or kind of beating ourselves up because we didn't do what we had set out to do, but we give ourselves some cushion room to make some changes, to make some adjustments, or to even have to put something aside for a moment to handle an emergency or to take care of whatever may be going on in life, that we give ourselves time and grace to do that. So basically what I decided, like I said, after careful thinking and praying and just really looking at the situation realistically, was that it just wasn't realistic for me to really have self-care Saturday and then turn around and have Jumpstart Your Week Sunday. And so I just thought about it. I was like, you know what, let's just do Jumpstart Your Week Monday. That way it will give me a little, time between Saturday taping and Monday to get things going. I'm telling you, editing is something else. And that pretty much is why, I've kind of been behind on a lot of my videos. It's because of editing. I mean, it takes a lot. And I have factored all these things in. Believe me, I had factored all these things in. But even with factoring and researching and all that I had done before I even started my YouTube channel, it's still, once again, through my measuring process, I had to just realize, okay, you know what, something needs to change, something needs to be adjusted, something needs to be reevaluated. And so I said all that to just give you an example that it's okay when you are measuring your progress if you may need to go back and change some things. I don't think anything is ever written in stone. Nothing is really ever concrete. That you have to be flexible with yourself. You have to be flexible with your life so that when things happen, if things were to happen, that you will be flexible enough and open enough to be able to be real, to make the necessary adjustments and changes so that, you can move forward and move on and accomplish your goals and dreams, okay? So like I said, depending on the magnitude of your goals or dreams and visions, you may need to measure your progress on a daily, weekly, or a monthly basis. I wouldn't go as far as a monthly basis. I think, me personally, that's too much time passing. But like I said, depending on, you know, there's things that I have to measure on a daily basis, and there's things that I don't need to measure on a daily basis. There's things that I can measure on a weekly basis. So, but certainly I believe that if you incorporate, you know, measuring your progress, it will certainly keep you focused and on track. And then, like I said, even when life happens or emergencies pop up or things happen, that it will certainly be able to help you to get back on track and keep moving forward, so you won't find yourself stuck. Okay, so hopefully that helped you out. And like I said, you know, I just want to encourage you, if you have, you know, kind of gotten off track, if I know, like I said, I haven't been coming with my videos, so, and I do apologize, but like I said, life happened, but I'm back, and you know, I'm going to do my best to be more consistent with my videos, especially on Mondays and Wednesdays. I've been doing pretty much self-care Saturdays for the past several weeks, and like I said, it's just all about, it's all a process. You know, do what you can do. Don't beat yourself up about what you can't do, and just keep moving forward. Whatever you do, just keep moving forward. Stay in action, because the moment that you stop, that's the moment that, you know, discouragement settles in, and frustration settles in, and you know, you get so distracted, and you just kind of just lose focus altogether. Okay, so hopefully there was something that I said today to encourage you. I just want to motivate you and encourage you and inspire you to keep moving forward, because I just honestly believe that God has some awesome, wonderful, fantastic things for you to experience and to you know, to have this year. Okay, so continue to look at your God-given vision board daily, and just, you know, envision in your mind those things being now. Envision yourself doing everything that God has given you to do this year. Okay, and continue to use the power of decree to speak those things that be not as though they were, because our words that we speak out of our mouth create the atmosphere and environment in the life that we want to live or don't want to live. Either way, it's doing it. Okay, so I just encourage you, like I said, to keep moving forward. Keep looking at that vision board. Keep looking at your plan of action. Keep pressing beyond those obstacles and distractions. I believe in you, and I know that you are going to accomplish and fulfill everything that God has placed on your heart and that vision board to do this year. And I just want to congratulate you already, because for the simple fact that you're watching this video lets me know that you are serious about accomplishing your God-given vision, goals, and dreams for this year. Okay, so if you are joining me via Hope for Single Mothers YouTube channel, and if you have not already subscribed, go right ahead and do it right now. I'm going to wait a little bit. Okay. And then also, if you can click that bell, that blue bell, that way you will be notified every time I upload a video, which now will be Jumpstart Your Week Monday, Check-In Wednesday, and Self-Care Saturday. Okay, I've been having great fun, especially on Self-Care Saturday, and I really encourage you to look at my videos. I've been going places and getting facials, and I'm all into this self-care movement. And I want you to just jump aboard, because self-care is self-love. The two are synonymous, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in, and let me know. I'm curious about how you're coming along on your vision, you know, on you know, working towards your God-given vision and dreams and goals for this year. Let me know if there's something that I can do to help you out, to get you back on track, to get you focused, okay? I am here for you. I'm your fairy single godmother, and it's my assignment to make sure that you accomplish all that God has put in your heart to do, that you be all that God has called you to be, that you maximize your greatest potential, that you create a rich, lasting legacy for your children and generations to come, and that you thrive in every area of your life, okay? So I leave you with love, peace, and blessings, and I will see you on Check-In Wednesday. Bye-bye.